So as we know, the dates have somewhat moved ahead or all the topics, but the problem here is we don't have enough time. So what we are going to do in today's class is each topic like this. I will show you once so you'll get better idea. So see here, example, see this is the problem from percentages and I have given the solution after that page. So if you don't understand the shortcut that I'm going to tell you, you can use these methods. Okay, like these are using formulas to understand what is happening there. So first of all, I'm going to give you the answer using some shortcut. Then, and one more thing, if I haven't covered the topic before, I'm going to give you a brief introduction about that topic. Then I'm going to explain what is happening there. Okay, so you can solve that particular problem. So like that, whenever we come across some particular problem, some from particular topic, okay, I'm going to give a brief introduction on how to solve those kind of problems. Okay, so even after giving some introduction, if you are unable to understand, then you can go through the solution in the next page, so that it will be there are some formulas, so at least you can by heart them to get the answer. Okay, so the process is going to be like this. First of all, I'm going to show you a problem. I'm going to give you 2 to 3 minutes time to solve that particular problem using your own method. Then I will explain the problem using some shortcut. After that, I'm going to show you the solution and I will explain what is happening there. Okay, so this is what we are going to do now. And if you observe here, I have taken problems from different kind of topics. For example, this particular problem is from the topic ages. Okay, and this one is from simple interest and compound interest. And these are from data interpretation like bar graphs, pie charts, line graphs, tables. Oh no, they are going to represent the data in terms of some diagrams and pictures. You need to depict what was given in the diagram. Then you have to answer the questions based on the diagram. Here also we are going to follow the same pattern. I am going to show you particular data interpretation diagram. I'm going to give you some time to solve the problem. Once you are done with the problem, I'm going to explain what is happening there. Then we are going to go through the solution. Remember, these solutions are only for you to understand if you don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, so don't depend on these solutions. These are only for the people who haven't attended the classes. Finally, we are going to solve some reasoning topics using number series like that. Okay, then again some time and work pipes and systems problems. Finally, we are going to solve a puzzle and then we are going to here we are going to solve PNC, probability, all kind of aptitude and reasoning topics. Don't worry, I will give you, at least I will try to give you we are going to do now. Okay, even if you don't understand what, even if you haven't attended any previous classes, I think you will get better idea when I'm explaining. So no need to worry. I'm going to show you the problem and I'm going to give you better problem in that. Then we will move on to the next problem after the explanation like that. Okay. So if you understand what I'm saying, type yes so that we can start. And one more thing, while I'm solving, not possible for me to look at the chart. So if anybody have any doubt or if anybody have any problem while understanding the concept, one don't while I'm solving, but once we are done with problem, I will give you 1 minute time. Turn on your mic and there itself. Write in the chat, okay? But don't worry if I haven't checked the chart while solving the problem, okay? So only 60 now. I hope your friends has seen the messages. Okay, if you please let me know at least tell me your department, section, and tell me whether you have seen the message to join in teachment or not. Like for example, if you're from Triple E, type Triple E yes like that, so that I will know at least the message has reached your groups. Come on, yeah, just 2 minutes, then we will start. Okay, fine. Okay, then fine, no issue. And if anybody is not here, I'm anyway recording in the YouTube. You can watch it from there, or you can also, you know, download the recording from Teachment app itself. Okay, chalo, let's do it. Start solving the problem. All of you, start solving fast. Anyway, it's a practice session, so if you have calculator, you can use that one so that we can move somewhat faster. So don't worry if you have to use the calculator. For now, use the calculator, it's fine, but try to answer as fast as you can. Once you got the answer, let me know in the comments. So once it is, if I got two answers, then I will start solving. Okay, fast. So 1 more minute to go. All of you, please solve in the next 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Last 10. Okay, listen, all of you. So let us see what is happening there. Okay, there are two candidates participated in an election. It was found 25% of the votes were invalid. See, listen, it doesn't matter whatever the case or whatever the problem you are solving. See, total votes are always equal to, we know, 100%. In that 100%, we know 25% of the votes are invalid. That means if 25% votes are invalid, means remaining 75% votes are valid votes. Now, one who won the election got 70% of the total valid votes. We know total valid votes are only 75%. In that 75%, he is getting 70%. So 70% of 75. Now listen, here I have taken directly in terms of percentage, or if you want to take, you can take also X also, but I don't prefer taking X. So anyway, let us take 100% of the votes are there. In that 25% are no invalid votes, so remaining 75% are valid votes. In that 75% valid votes, okay, one candidate got 70% of those 75. So 70 into 75, you are going to get 52 equal to 52.5, you can say. See, 70% of 75 is equal to 52.5 percentage. That means out of this 100% votes, that guy who won got 52.5% of the votes. If the total number of votes are 84000, that means we know 100% 84000. Find the number of valid votes that the other candidate got. Now see guys, if out of this valid 75% votes, the winner got 70%, that means the loser may have got only 30% of those valid votes. That means what is 30% value of 75? Which is equal to 22.5. Only 22.5. We know 100% value is equal to 84,000. We just need to find out 22.5% value. Simply do the cross multiplication. Like 22.5 multiplied by 84,000 and divide that value with 100. You are going to get 18,900. I will repeat the problem once again. See, all of you pay attention here. Okay, we know that it doesn't matter whatever the case, total votes will be always equal to 100. In that 100% of votes, 25% of the votes are, there may be different reasons, but they are not going to count that 25% of votes. So if they're not counting that 25% votes, means only valid votes only. Now out of this 75%, the winner got 70% of that valid votes. That means 75, in that 70% we know 52.5. So out of this 100% votes, the person who won got 50. Saying you no need to calculate this value. Why? Because he is asked to find out number of valid votes that the loser got here. That means out of 25%, 70% was covered by the winner. That means the loser. So 30% of 75 is equal to 22.5% only. We know total value is equal to 84,000. We just need to find out the votes that the loser got, which is equal to 22.5%. To how much? Simply do the cross multiplication like this. Like 22.5 multiplied by 84,000 and divide the value with 100. You are going to get 18,900. If it is clear, type Y, all of you. Most of the people got the answer. That's completely fine. But listen, there I haven't read the problem completely. That's 70% value. But you no need to calculate that 70% value. We need to find the loser. So you can 20%. You can directly calculate that 30%. Okay. Let's move on to the next. See, go with this textbook format. The same. Anyway, we're having, see, invalid votes as 25%. That means, and we know winner got 70% of the valid votes and total votes equal 84,000. That means total number of votes always contains two parts, valid votes as well as invalid votes. Okay. Now we know that invalid votes equal to 25%, which is equal to this much. See, frankly saying, if you know invalid votes, then he is calculating the valid votes. From that valid votes, we know one of the candidate got 70% of valid votes. That means this value out of value. Then you can subtract that value, get loser votes. Frankly saying, you no need to do this much format here. Okay, you can directly calculate the loser percentage and then you can do simple cross multiply to get the answer. Okay, sure. Next one. Solve this one, all of you. Okay, anyway, I think you don't know about boards and streams, so I will give a little intro, then you can solve the problem. Pay attention, all of you. Now, see here, guys. This is a concept from time, speed, distance. There we are going to discuss about boards and streams as a subtopic. See, think like this. Assume there is no disturbance in the water. That means the water is not flowing down, and if it is not like this, there is no flow of water, then we are going to call this as standstill water. That means there is no effect of the water is going to be on the boat. So in this standstill water, whatever may be the speed of the boat, we are going to call it as SB. Speed of the boat in the sense, if there is no disturbance in the water, whatever the acceleration you are giving to this boat, the boat is going to move forward that much. For example, if you are giving 5 kilometers per hour acceleration, this particular boat is going to cover only 5 kilometers per every 1 hour. That's the actual speed of the boat, because there is no water effect is on the boat. So this particular speed we are going to call it as SB. Remember, SB is speed of the boat in still water. Okay, like assume the straight line is the water, and whatever the actual speed of the boat in this situation, we are going to call it as SB. Now assume the water is flowing like this, we are going to call it as speed of the river. Speed of the river, speed of the water, speed of the current, speed of the stream, speed of the flow, all are synonyms to each other. Like remember, river speed or water speed or stream speed or flow speed or current speed, all of them are representing only water. No need to worry, we are going to call that as SR in our case. So SB is speed of the water, SR is speed of the river, frankly saying. Now assume a case. Now the water is flowing like this with the speed of SR, and we're starting here at this point, and we want to reach this particular point. Now if you observe here, even though your boat is going only with the speed of SB, the water is going to push the simple case. Assume you are on a bridge, even though you are, let us take you having a bike here. Okay, even though you are not giving any acceleration, the bike will still move because of gravity. Like that, even though you are not giving any acceleration, the water is going to push the boat. This case we are going to call it as downstream. In downstream, if you want to find out total speed, you just need to find out speed of, you just need to add speed of the boat and speed of the river. For example, if you're giving 5 kilometers acceleration and the river is pushing with the speed of 2, as a result your boat can cover 7 kilometers per hour, even though you are giving only 5 kilometers per hour acceleration. Listen, you are giving only 5 kilometers acceleration to the boat, but because of push of the water, the boat can cover 7 kilometers per hour. This 7 kilometers per hour we are going to call it as downstream. Similarly, assume like this, the water is coming in this direction. I will change color for your convenience. Assume the water is coming in this direction with the speed of SR, but your boat has to go from the down point to the top point. Then what will happen? The water is going to oppose the force of boat. So in this particular case, we are going to call it as upstream. In upstream, if you want the total speed, it's always equal to difference between speed of the boat and speed of the river. Let me simplify. Now let us assume you are giving 5 kilometers per hour acceleration, but the water is opposing with the speed of 2 kilometers per hour. As a result, what will happen here is, even with 5 kilometers per hour acceleration, your boat can cover only 3 kilometers per 1 hour. This is we are going to call it as downstream, sorry, upstream speed. Whether somewhere aside. So we know that speed of downstream equal to speed of the boat plus speed of the river, and speed of upstream equal to speed of the boat minus speed of the river. I'm just going to erase the remaining part. Just give me a sec. Now assume the first one as equation 1 and the second equation 2. So assume this one as the equation 1 and this one as equation 2. Add equation 1 and 2. You are going to get like this. SD plus SU equal to SB plus SR plus SB and minus SR. You can cancel SR and SR. You will get 2SB equal to SD plus SU, and SB will become SD plus SU by 2. This is our third equation. Now subtract equation. We are adding equation 1 and 2 here. Subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Then it's going to be like this. SD minus SU is equal to SB plus SR minus SB plus SR. The reason being, we are going to multiply this entire value with minus. So obviously, you know, there is going to be some change in signs. So you are going to get like this. You can cancel SB and SC. You are going to get 2SD minus SU. Then SR will become SD minus SU by 2. So this is our fourth equation. Remember, if you know speed of the boat, you know speed of the boat, and if you know speed of the river, and if you want, you can use the equation 1. Similarly, if you know speed of the boat, to find out speed of upstream, you can use equation 2. And if you know downstream and upstream, and if you want to find out both speed, you can use equation 3. If you know downstream and up, and if you want to find out speed of equation 4. So these are the only four formulas we're having in this boats and stream topic. Anyway, you have all the formulas required on the screen. Use those formulas to try to find out the answer for this particular problem. Are you clear with the formulas? Say yes or no in the comments. Are you guys clear with how you got the formulas? Come on, fast. Yes, okay. Use those four to solve the above problem. Fast. I will give you 3 minutes time. Again, we are going to follow the same pattern. Take 3 minutes and try to solve it as fast as you can. Let's start. Okay, still solving fine. Anyway, I haven't got any answers, so I will give you just one more minute. Try to solve it as fast as you can. I know you may get some quadratic equations. That's completely fine. I will tell you a easy way to solve that one. But if you come to that place where you are forming some equation, up to there, it's completely fine. Once you got up to that stage, you can use option verification, but it's fine anyway. We are going to solve that. If anybody is trying the last 30 seconds, Okay, guys, let's go. Now, I'm going to erase everything, whatever we have here. I'm So let's erase and start. Now see, a boat 38 kilometers downstream and 65 kilometers upstream in 9 hours. Okay, now see, that means like this. The boat is here. It is going 88 kilometers downstream. That means the boat, and this is the boat, and it's going in the same direction as the river. So it is going 88 kilometers like this, and it is reaching some point, and again 60 kilometers upstream. So 88 kilometers downstream as well as 65 kilometers upstream. Or if you want to make it further accurate, you can say like kilometers downstream, then it is coming back 65 kilometers up 9 hours. Now see, time plus time taken to come upstream, the total value is equal to 9 hours in our case. We know the time taken to downstream, that means coming from here to here, this point. Time taken to cover this 88 kilometers, no, but time can be written as distance by speed. We know speed into time is equal to distance. I just want to find it in terms of time, speed. I will tell you just example if you don't know how to write that formula. See guys, if I am saying my speed is 5 kilometers per hour, means that if I travel for 1 hour, I can cover 5 kilometers. What will happen? Hours, I can cover 10 kilometers. See, if I'm going with the speed of 5 kilometers hours like this, I can cover 10 kilometers. So whenever you multiply your speed with the time of travel, you are always going to get covered by you. So like time taken by to reach the downstream is equal to distance of the down. I'm representing the downstream by d, and time of upstream covered in upstream by speed of upstream. This value is equal to 9. Now kilometers with the speed of downstream, we are going to add the speed of boat as well as speed of the river. Now how much downstream? You are covering only 6. While coming upstream, we are going to go with the speed of the river. This value is equal to 9 hours. Now 121 kilometers downstream and 97.5 upstream. 121 and upstream 90, entire distance in just 13 hours. That means in this formula we are going to replace 88 with 121 and 65 with 97.5 with 13, covering 1 kilometer stream kilometers upstream in just 13 hours. This is our second equation. Frankly saying, we're having only two where you can do all the cross multiplications to get the value, but doing this will take time because you need to do a lot of LCMs and all. But whenever you come across these kind of equations with some variable, it will make your problem much. I'm going to write SB plus SR as, and SB minus SR as some variable Y. So what by X plus 60, 121 by X plus 95 by Y is equal to 13. Find out speed of the stream. That is nothing but speed of the. Now if you later on you have to do the completely fine all, then you have to find out first the value of X, then the value of. Okay, cases it will take some time because. So my suggestion, when you come across these kind of, and move on to next one. The reason being, these kind of calculations will take. Okay, but if he is asking you to find out upstream, then what you can do is you can give it a try to solve this problem because he X and Y values. So if that's the case, you can go ahead. But if he is asking you to find out speed of the river, you have to add one more step. Anyway, we go to the solution. There you will have the values of x and y. Let us check once. See, u means like speed of the boat he is taking as u, I think, and speed of the river he is taking as v. So speed of downstream by speed of distance of downstream by speed of the downstream, distance of upstream by speed of upstream is equal to time. The same way he is having two equations. We're writing like this, like sb plus sr as x and sb minus sr, two different equations. You just need to solve both the equations to get the value of x and y. Once you got x and y, x is nothing but 1 by u plus v, and y is nothing but 1 by u minus v. Doing that, you can get the values of u and d. D is nothing but speed of the river. Okay, so once you got d value, is asking once again, go back, find the speed of the stream. That's it. Okay, you will get your answer. Sorry, wait. Once you got the value of y, then you have to value of v. Then you will get 4.5. Anyway, no need to do the calculation for now. I hope at least if you understand what we are doing, then type yes in the comments, because calculation will take a lot of time. We are doing at least, because solving that is going to take some time. It. Anyway, I hope you got the idea. So you will move on to the next one. Worry calculations. Now try to next 3 minutes, all of you. Okay, this is the problem from partnership. I will give you a basic idea how to solve the problems from partnership. See, all of you. I'm not going to go into deep, but I'm going to give you basic idea. See, assume two persons, A and B. They want to start a business. Let us take A invested 10,000. Okay, B also invested 10,000. But assume left the business after 6 months, but B is there in the business until the end of the year, that is 12 months. At the end of the year, assume that they got 6,000 profit. Are you going to divide the profit equally between A and B? I'm repeating once again. Assume we are having two friends, A and B. A invested 10,000, B invested 10,000. Okay, both of them have invested equally. But after doing the business for 6 months, A left the business, but B continued to do the business until end of the year. At the year end, they got a profit of 6,000. Are you going to divide the profit equally between A and B? Obviously not. Reason being, if the loss came after 6 months, A left the business, that means he is not going to bear the loss. That means B is going to. So we can say for sure, B is the one who is going to take more risk. That means you need to give more profit to B. Simply saying, whenever your investment is same, simply divide the profit according to that. That means if both the persons are investing same, you have to between them in the ratio of their time period. That means A is business for just 6 months, B is there in the business for 12 months. So the ratio is 1:2. Divide this 6,000 in the ratio of 1:2. That is 2,000 to A, because B is investing for more time. That's the first case. Second one, okay, assume A invested 10,000 and B invested only 5,000. But both of them are doing the business until the end of the year. That means A also worked, A also invested for 12 months, B also invested for 12 months. Then is 6,000 profit. Remember here we're having same time periods. That means A is also investing for 12 months, B is also investing for 12 months. So whenever you are having same time, divide the profit according to their investment. That means whomever is investing more, whomever is investing less, you have to give them less. Simply divide the profit according to 1. So give 4,000 to A and 2,000 to. Third case is, what if they are having different investments and different time periods? Okay, for example, A invested 10,000 for a time period of 5 months and B invested 5 for a time period of 12 months. A invested 10,000, B invested 5,000. But A left the business after 5 months, but B continued to do the business until end of the year. Going to divide your 6,000 profit. Simple thing. When you are having different simply multiply investment and time period and divide the profit. So 10,000 into 5, 50,000. 12 into 5, your profit in the ratio of simply 5:6. That's it. Previous case we're doing like this. A invested 10,000, B invested 10,000. Invested for 5 months, B invested for 12 months. Then what will happen? Even though if you multiply, anyway you can cancel 10,000 table. So there is no need to take I actually. That's why you have taken periods. And similarly, B invested 10,000 and both. Then what will happen? If you multiply int again, you can cancel the 12th table again. So if you can cancel them, that's why you are dividing them in the ratio of investment. So whenever you want to divide the profit, you are always going to multiply. You are going to and you are going to divide this particular profit in that ratio. I will just repeat. Profit, what you are going to do is you are going to find out for how long he is investing, investment and time period. Similarly, you are going to find out how much the second person is investing and he is investing, the time period. You are going to multiply these two and then you are going to find out the ratio. So whatever the ratio you are getting here, you are going to divide the profit in that ratio. Okay, simply find out how much the first person is investing and then find out how much the second person is investing, how long first person is investing and how long the second person is investing. Divide the profit in that product ratio, you will get your answer. If it is clear, type yes. If you have any doubt, turn on your mic or type in the chat so that I'll reply and we will move on to the problem. I will tell you one more case. If you one last case, just see here. Assume A invested 5, B invested 10, and okay. But what happened there is, A after 3 months, assume 3 months has passed, and A think that okay, if I invest more, I'm going to get more profit because he is thinking that the business is going to grow later on. So he want to invest more. So what happened here is after 3 months, A that means now his investment became 6,000. Now my question is, are you going to give the profit according to that 5,000 or are you going to give the profit according to this new 6,000? I will just repeat the problem on. Assume that there are two persons A and B. They started a business by investing 5,000 and 10,000. Okay, but after A thought the business is going to grow, so he added 1,000 more. From fourth month onwards, his investment became 6,000. B, so B kept that 10,000 only. At the end of the year, that means from the starting of the business, they got assumed like 6,000 profit. To divide this 6,000 profit, my question is, are you going to multiply, because we are going to multiply investment and time period, are you going to this multiply this 6,000 with what number you are going to multiply? Because if you though here there is no value for this 1,000, 6,000, that means that even though he is profit, then what you are going to do, remember, you are always going to multiply your investment 5. That means the business for the first 3 months, so add that 3 months plus month onwards he is investing 6,000, so this 6,000 is in the business for the remaining 9 months, because we're find out this sum, and then again 10,000 is in the business for 12 months, this value, then find out the ratio. So how much, what we're saying, 1,000 he's investing for 3 months, and there is no change in the value of, multiply 10,000 with 12, then find out the ratio. Okay, so how much thing and how long he is investing, and how much again how long he is investing. With this, type yes, all of you. Turn on your mic or type in the chat. Voice is break. Okay, I think that's a network issue. Okay, do you want me to repeat the remaining, or do you understand what I'm saying? Repeat, type R once, because you are saying my voice got break in the middle. So if anybody want me to repeat, type R. If type here, repeat. Okay, repeat one. Just wait. Okay, I'm gonna repeat. Just right. Now listen, guys. Part you are just going to divide the profit between the partners. Okay, let us take where partners ABC, and you are going to get some profit A among B, and C. That's our main intention here. So how you are going to divide here is you are find out for how investing. Simply multiply investment and period of first person investment and time period percent and investment of the person. Am I audible now?
Sir.
Anyone please respond in the chat. Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. I am at home like you, so in this village it's not that much easy to get the network. So anyway, it's fine. Chalo, I will just repeat one last. It got stuck. So let's see. We're having three persons A, B, and C. They start the business by investing 10,000, 9,000. Three friends ABC. They want to start a business, so 12,000. After 3 months, what happened here? A thought, or that means after 3 months onwards, his investment will become 12,000. But there is no change in the investment of B. But C thought here, okay, that's why he went into losses. Why to take risk? He thought after 3 months. That means after 3 months, there is only business. Okay, they continued to do the business like that until the end of the year. That means for 12 months. At the end of the year, they got some profit. Now my question is going to divide that profit. So let us see what we are going to do here. So see here, every time you are going to do the same thing, multiply the investment with time period. That means A initially investing 10,000 for 3 months. So multiply the 10, but later on, but 2,000 more. That means now his investment became 12. The business for 12 months. So 3 months are already over. So remaining is 9 months. So see, there is no change. He's investing 12,000 for first 3 months. Then he is taking 2,000 out. That means only 10,000 is there in the for the remaining 9 months. So add those two values, find out the ratio and divide the profit according to that. I hope you got some idea. Okay, the problem. Okay, give it a try using that method. Let's have it. So I will directly go through the solution. See here, A started business with 72,000. A started business with 72,000. After some time, B joined with 48,000. Okay, let's go. B joined with 48,000. How much? For how much time does B join? Okay, if the profit at the end of the year was dividing in a ratio of 9:5. Now, so I told you, every time you are going to multiply investment in time period, okay, then you are going to find out the ratio. Now, see, assume that B joined after some X months, just for simplification purpose. Now, see, they're doing the business for 1 year, then they are getting some profit. Okay, so what we're going to do here, 1 year means 12 months. Okay, so whatever the investment made by A, it is there in the business for 12 months, but B joined after X months, assume like that. That means out of 12 months, he is not in the business for the X months. That means he is there in the business for only 12 minus X months. So multiply this with 12 minus. Actually, in this ratio, we are going to divide the profit. So our actual ratio should be 72,000 multiplied by 12 by 48,000 multiplied by how much he is investing and how long is there in the business. So he's investing 72,000 for 12 months, and this guy is investing 48,000, but he's joining after X months. That's why I'm subtracting this X from the whole time period. That means if he is joining after 2 months, he is there in the business for only 10 months. If he is joining after 6 months, he is there in the business for only 6 months, like that, 12 minus X. So this ratio should be equal to our profit ratio, 9:5. Simply do the cross multiplication and find out the value of X. You will get your answer. So I will go through the solution once, you will get better idea instead of doing this calculation. See here. See, A investing 72,000 and B invested 48,000. We know that profit should be always divided in the ratio of investment and time period. B joined for X months. I assumed B left, B joined after X means I have taken 12 minus 6. He's doing the same thing here. See here, 72,000 is there for 12 months. So 72,000 is into X. He's taking X value as that amount of time he's there in the business, but I have taken X as the amount of time he joined after 12. You're going to get the same answer, don't need to worry here. Okay, see, I will explain what is happening here. Let us take he's doing the business for 12 months. So how long B is there in the, let us take B is there in the business for only 6 months. He is taking the amount of time B is in there in the business as X, but I have taken 12 minus X. You are going to get the same answer. If you have any confusion, just go through this calculation, tell me the answer, all of you. So X. See, if you got X, see, listen guys, all of you, listen very carefully. If you got the value of X, after those many months, B have joined the business. For example, if you got X as 3, then B is there in the business for only 12 minus X months. That means your answer is going to be 9. So if you do find out X value here, then if you want to find out the final answer, you have to do 12. But if you take x like that, you will directly get your answer. That's the only difference. So if anybody don't understand what I'm saying, simply type repeat once. I will repeat. If anybody didn't understand what I'm saying, type repeat. Otherwise, type yes. We will move on to next one. See guys, listen very carefully here. Here, you are always going to multiply your investment with time period. A is invested 72,000 for 12 months, but B invested only 48,000. See, why he is taking X here is, he is assuming that, see, let us take he joined after 3 months, so he's going to be there months. So he's taking directly that 9 here. But what I have taken, I'm assuming the total time period of 12 months, and I'm assuming he's joining after X months. That means if you want to get the same answer, you can also do 12 minus X. Okay, this is what I'm doing here. I'm taking 12 minus X. So if you substitute that, you are going to get this X value in my problem. Like in this solution, you are going to get, but he is asking you how long B is there in the business. So if you want to find out how long B is there in the business, this 9 means you have to subtract the, in my problem, you have to subtract answer. But if you have taken directly B time period as X, you just need to put X using this method. That's it. That is, you are going to get the same answer. So let's move on to next. Find out this one, all of you. Find out the answer in the next 3 minutes and let me know. After this we'll just solve one puzzle, then we will stop because there is a lot of network issue. I'm also not getting the signal. So anyway, solve this problem as fast as you can, then we'll solve some small puzzle because puzzles are going to be there in the examination. So we're going to solve some little puzzle, then we will wind up. Okay, so check here guys. A is 4 years older than B. So, and one more thing here, don't assume X and Y as their ages. The reason being, once you assume X and Y, then you have to check who is X and who is Y. That's why whenever you come across a person, for example, Ashok, take the first letter of the name as your variable. For example, Ashok percentage equal to A. Or let us take there is some girl Bhargavi. Assume Bhargavi's percentage equal to B, like that. So your problem will become much easier. And once you got the answer, you will know who is A and who is B very easily. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to assume A's percentage as A and B's percentage as B. Remember, I'm assuming the percentages. Just write the equations, you will get your answer. Okay. Now, A is 4 years older than B. Okay, that means whatever the B's percentage as 4 to it, you will get A's age. The sum of present age of A and C is 48. Okay. A age is and C's age is C. And the sum is equal to 48. Fine. The ratio percentage of B and C is 7:4. So B is to C is equal to 7:4. That's also fine. What is the age of A? 2 years ago. You just need to find out that one. Now, we want B's age and C's age. So write everything in terms of A, you'll get your answer. So I'm writing B in terms of A like this. So B I can write it as A minus 4 by C I am writing it as 48 minus A. Because A plus C is 48, so C is equal to 4. And this ratio is equal to 7/4. So A's age, B's age to C's age should be equal to 7:4. I'm writing B's age in terms of A as well as C's age in terms of A. So just do the cross multiplication, you will get your answer. So let's go how he's doing. Oh, there's a lot of calculations. So we'll go with this one only. Or if you just do the cross multiplication and just tell me the answer. So 4a minus 16, first one. So let us take 4a minus 16 is equal to 7 into 48. Okay, 336 minus 7a. So take a's into one side and the constant into one side. So 7 plus 4, 11a is equal to 336 plus 16. 352. So a is going to be 3 3 is 32. We know A's age is 32, but he want A's age 2 years ago. So 2 years ago is going to be minus 2, which is equal to 30. That's going to be your final answer. Just based on statements, write the equations, solve the equations, you will get your answer. We know A is 4 years older than B. That means A's age should be more than B. So I'm writing A equal to B plus 4, and the sum of A and B, A and C should be equal to 48. So A plus C equal to 48. We know the ratio. Ratio terms into known terms, cross multiply, you will get your answer. But I don't want A's percentage, I want A's percentage to, sorry, A's age 2 years ago. So subtract 2, you'll get your answer. It's 30. But before going on to the next problem, I will give you a statement. Try to write the equation. All of you write the equation. 2 years back, A's age is twice of B's age. All of you write the equation for this one. 2 years back, A's age twice of B's age. Or for you, I will make it further simple for you. 2 after 2 years, it will become much easier. After 2 years, A's age is twice of. Okay, we'll change the tense also. After 2 years, A's age will be twice of B's age. For this particular prompt or statement, then I will understand whether you understand or not. Okay, so write a equation for that particular statement. Just write a simple equation like I have written now A plus B percentage equal to A and B's percentage equal to B. So the most, like, the common thing they do here is like this. A is twice of B. I think most of you may have written like this, but see, hope you have seen the show, any time travel shows. So you may have this thought. See, for example, the timeline. If I move forward in the timeline, that means if I go to future, every person is going to increase, not only A's. That means if he is giving the equation, you have to write like this. After 2 years, A 2 years, that is time. That means also going 2 years. For this age, it's going to be twice of time, every person. Similarly, if you swing back in the time, you have to decrease the age of every person in the building. If you're moving 2 years, or if you're going ahead of 2 years, not only A's age, B's age is going to increase by 2 years. For example, think like this. Assume when I'm 20, after 2 years, I'm going to be 22, and whenever you move ahead of time, each and every person age in the equation is going to increase. Like that, you have to think about after 2 years, price of this is the equation that right, but not this one. Is it clear, all of you? Is every person not statement, but you have to change the ages of. That's the common mistake. If it is clear, type yes. We will move to one. Okay, fine. At least now you are responding. Up. It's New Year. Let's party. Go, go, go. We'll solve the remaining problems. Don't worry. In one more online class, I'm not going to skip them. We'll simple create some interest. You 7 minutes to 6:30. I will give you 7 only. I will put you after of you. All I want everyone to solve time. And this is the difficult one. You everything. Okay, pick it and particular time. Go ahead.
Sir, the instructions were not clear. The voice was not clear.
I'm just saying you to solve in the next 7 minutes. Then I will explain it how to solve these kind of puzzles. I know it's all because of a network issue. I can understand. What I'm saying is try to solve the puzzle 30. After 6:30, I will explain the entire solution. What is happening? How to solve these kind of puzzles and all. So solve the puzzle in the next 7 minutes. After that, I will explain how to solve these kind of puzzles. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just write it down. Otherwise. So let me check if anybody got the answers. Or okay, nice. Just wait for one more minute. Okay, guys, let's solve it. Just 1 second, guys. I will be back. Okay, chalo. So, let me read the problem once. Move on. I'll just remove this one from here. Let's go. Information carefully answer the questions. Okay, 7 people are sitting in a linear row. Some are facing north and some are facing south. That's fine. So listen, guys, we're going to have a straight line with 7 facing south. So remember one thing: every time you have to answer based on the person's point. Example, if I'm right of a, if he is facing, okay, every time you have to answer according to the, not from your point of view. So south. So remember one thing: if somebody is facing north, this is going to be their right and this is going to be their left. But if they're facing south, this is going to be left and this is going to be right. Remember that one thing. Now, 7 people are sitting in a linear row. Some of them are facing north while some of them are facing south. That's completely. So 1, 5, 6, 7. Why I'm writing those lines are just I want to indicate the person's direction also. That's that kind of lines. Okay, even if you take dashes, this the arrows to indicate their directions. That's why I'm taking some vertical lines. Okay, P is sitting 4 to the right of Q. And one more thing, guys, if I can place the positions, I'm going to place them there. But if I can't place them directly, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to form some clues by taking my direction as reference. For example, see here, P is sitting from Q. If you go right side 4 positions, see, Q is facing, but I am marking the clues according to my direction. So remember, I will explain the clue once. So this dot indicates point of view of Q. So from Q side, if you 4 positions, you are going to get P. That's the meaning of this one. So dot indicates with respect to whom we are talking, and this indicates direction. And I'm not representing the original directions. I'm writing according to my directions. Okay. So from Q, if you go right side, position should be P, and Q is sitting at one of the ends. Now see Q. So I'm going to write one more possibility here with 7 more positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. So I'm going to take Q here one time and Q here the second time because it can be anywhere at the ends. But listen here, 4 to the right of P, sorry, Q, P is sitting 4 to the right of Q means, see, if I want to get P here means somewhere here. If I'm saying it's right means this guy is facing upwards. That means this guy is actually facing north direction. But if I place P here, indirectly I'm assuming Q is facing south side because then only you will get P on the right side. See, from south, one towards right. So if I assume Q is facing north side, I'm going to get case 1. If I assuming Q is facing south side, I'm going to get case 2. So that's our first clue. Then 2 people are sitting. So anyway, see, I can't go 2 places here because there should be 2 places in between P and S, but I don't. The only possible position is towards the left side. So 1, 2, this should be yes. And in this case, we are going to get S here because there are no places gap towards this particular side. Okay, so we're going with 2 cases. In the first case, there should be 2 people gap between P and S. In the second case, also there should be 2 people gap between P and S. So assume this one as second one as case 2. So assume this one as case 1 and this one is case 2. Remember, we are just assuming the direction of q here, nothing else. Obviously, if you go ahead, you are going to eliminate one of the possibility where you are going to get the wrong answer. Now, next, R is sitting to the immediate left of S. See here, that means there immediate means there should not be any gap between R and S. But there is no to place R here, so R should be here. And he is left of S. So left of S means if I take S on, it's going to be his right. But if I take S on south side, then what will happen? R will become immediate left of S. So you have to take, okay, yes, like that in the first case, but here R is going to be here because there is no gap towards right S. So you have to take here R on the left side. And he is also saying left, that means S facing in upward direction, that is north side. So remember, based on the clues, I'm getting two possibilities here, case 1 and case 2. Now U is sitting to T, but I am not having T here. But you know that the immediate neighbors. Okay, and we know that U should be immediate right of T. That means they has to be side by side. But if you observe the gap side by side, only these two positions, T and U, and here also T and U. We're having only two possibilities. And there is one more clue here. To the left of T. So from T, if you go left, you are going to get V. So T, one position gaps, you should get V. So by combining these two, you can place T and U also. See here. So color for you, then I'm going to erase it. See, if this T here, if I leave one position for U, I can't place V here. That's going to be wrong. So the only point here he is, I have to place T here, then I'm going to leave one position, then I'm going to place V here, and obviously you should be side of T, so you should be here. I'm repeating once again. If I place T in this position, after one I have to get V, but there is no taking T in the second position, not in the first position. Similarly here, and this should be T. After one position, you should get V. Now you have to mark their directions also. Now see here, you should direction is like this, then only he is going to be right of T. Similarly here, this should be this direction, then only he is going to come on. Now, any other we're missing? To the left of T. So second to the left, that's completely fine. Now let's move on. P of V. Who is facing south? We know V is facing south here. I'm saying that P is sitting. If you observe here, if he is facing south, right on the right side, you have to have P. But here we're having R. That means this entire possibility is so on. Okay, on the right side you have to get P. Right side you're getting P. That's correct. So the only possible so you have to eliminate a few more. Let's go with that one. Direction. Okay, T is facing downwards here, so R is also going to face downwards. That's completely fine. U and P face in the same direction, immediate left of R. So immediate left means this guy is facing south, so this is going to be left. So yes, so whatever the direction S is facing, U and P is also facing same direction. So U is also facing upwards and P is also facing upwards. Our final possibility after solving this entire 5 statements. Okay, now what he is asking, how many persons face north direction? Let's see, north means upwards. So 2, we're getting only 3 persons towards north direction and 4 persons towards, so 4 south in here. So the answer is going to be 3. Let me check once what the answer. Yeah, this is 3. To check the solution once, I will give you like try to understand how try to solve it on your own in the next 2 minutes once again. Then we will questions on the same puzzle. Okay, all of you check the possibilities once, how I'm solving, how I'm taking north side, how I'm taking south side, how I'm talking with respect to that particular person to right and left. check that one, then we will solve the remaining problems. Check it in the next 2 minutes once. Okay, at least the people who have like understanding of how I got the answer, type yes in the comments. Whoever are able to understand, type yes. Okay, fine. Just check for 2 minutes, then we will wind up. Anyway, we will wind up here. But for now, whomever are clear with the puzzle, they can leave. Whomever have any doubt, they can turn on their mics and they can ask the doubts. Like that, we are going to solve a puzzle every day. Okay, because on final examinations, you are going to get 2-3 puzzles. That's why I'm concentrating more on these kind of puzzles. See, you may not get this much difficulty in the examinations. Those are going to be just puzzles. But as a safe side, I'm giving you these kind of mixed puzzles. In most of the cases, you will get only where people are going to face north side. Okay, so look at the problem 2 minutes. Clear, you can obviously leave. But if you have any doubt, turn on the mic. You can ask your doubts. For you for 2 more minutes. If your neighbor is asking, then I will end the stream. So we'll meet again tomorrow. Before going, tell me a convenient time for you for tomorrow's class, because it's a new year. Everybody is going to be in celebrations. I know that one. So let me know at what time you class. Okay, so Hema said 4 p.m. Okay, is 4-5. Okay, guys, listen. You are not going to get New Year several times. So choose a proper time based on the comments only. I'm going to decide the time. So if so many people are saying 5, I'll conduct at 5 p.m. If you're saying 4, I will conduct 4 p.m. That's up to you. So remaining people, please respond with some time. We'll fix the time, and based on that, we will conduct the class. 5, okay. 5. We're getting 4 5s. 5 5s. 5. Okay, done. We'll go like this only. We'll conduct at 5 p.m. because most of the people are saying 5. So we'll conduct the class at tomorrow 5 p.m. again. Don't worry, I'm not going to take much time. I will take max 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes, like that. Okay. We'll continue the classes offline in the college itself. I hope that was clear. You can leave now. I will share the recording in a
So,
while. Yeah,
Once could you explain that Q direction?
1 second. I will go to Q. Just wait. Okay, I will tell you why. So I will just erase the right side so you'll get better idea here. See, if you observe the first two clues, he is saying that P right of Q. So let us take, if I take Q here, see right side, fourth position means there should be 3 people between Q and P. So from Q, if you go right side towards 3 positions, on the fourth position you are going to have P. That's the first statement meaning. And he is saying that Q is sitting at one of the end. So see, take like this one particular line. Q can be here. Let us take that's the first possibility. Or Q can be here. That's the second possibility. And we know that after 3 places you have to get P. So 1, 2, 3. I have to get P here. Or 1, 2, 3. I have to get P here. There are two possibilities from this side as well as this side. If I assume this one is correct, that means indirectly I'm saying I know that P should be towards right of Q. That means if I am saying this is right side means I'm assuming Q is facing north. But if I am saying second one is correct means I'm assuming Q is facing towards south. Then only P will become towards right, because I can't place any persons toward this direction and I can't place any person toward this direction. So for this particular possibility, I have to go this side only. Similarly, for this possibility, I have to go this side only. So if I am saying this side is right, that means I'm assuming Q is facing north. But if I am saying this side is right, I'm assuming Q is towards south side. So those are the two possibilities I have written here.
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah, sure. You can leave. I will share the recording in a while.